Nick Severs, our canine handler, Matt, his faithful partner. Just a little history. The Macomb Police Department had began fundraising efforts in 2018 to reestablish the canine program after retirement of canine Landress and canine Capes. During those efforts, Macomb citizen Laverne McIntyre provided a $10,000 donation, which afforded the Macomb Police Department the opportunity to purchase a new canine. McIntyre was a local veteran who served overseas in the Korean War, and upon his return home, McIntyre's career was 42 years. In 2019, Officer Nick Severs traveled to Von Lick Kennels in Denver, Indiana, where he selected a German Shepherd from Hungary as his canine partner. Severs named his new partner Canine Mac in dedication of McIntyre's generous donation and lifelong commitment to protecting and serving others. Von Lick Kennels, where they learned, Officer Severs and Canine Mac conducted their initial training at Von Lick Kennels, where they learned narcotics detection, article searches, and human tracking. Upon return home, Severs and Canine Mac developed a local canine training program, which has become a training home for 10 police canines within the area and vital to the success of As you watch the slideshow play while we're here today, the photos, none of them are mad or sad to be around Mac. They are full of delight, smiles, and happy faces. So, during the course of Canine Mac's 5 dedicated years of service, he and Severs have conducted over 300 deployments to include narcotics detection, human tracking, evidence searches, and canine demonstrations. These deployments resulted in over 120 criminal arrests, seizures, upwards of 1,300 grams of illegal narcotics, 30 weapons, and over 16,000 cash from illegal narcotic sales. The Macomb Police Department is grateful for the service of Canine Mac and the positive impact he's made on the local community, both through his crime fighting and his public relations efforts. Upon his retirement, Canine Mac will retire to a life of rest and relaxation alongside Severs and his family at their home. At this time, MPD would like to extend a sincere thank you to the donors and supporters who afforded them this wonderful career together. And also at this time, we're going to present Officer Severs and Mac with a token of our appreciation for 5 dedicated years of service. This is for you guys, and this is for Mac.
He'll be back.
Yep. And at this time, I'll call forward Mr. Mike Inman, our mayor.
All right. Thanks, Chief. And here just to double down on the community for Mac and Nick Severs. He's not going anywhere, that's for sure. You're not retiring.
No.
Okay, just want to make sure. A little more about Laverne McIntyre, Mac's namesake. Laverne was not only a benefactor for our canine program, but he also was, he gave a lot back to the community financially. He supported the purchase of a 16-passenger bus for the Elms Nursing Home. He also sponsored a lineman program through McDonough McDonough Power Cooperative that he, like the chief said, he served for nearly 40 years. So he was all about giving back, and what a grateful statement this is to reward his namesake with the ability to retire. So if you'll allow me, I'd like to issue the following proclamation. It says, whereas Mac, with Canine Officer Handler Nick Severs, has faithfully served the citizens of Macomb for over 5 years. And whereas Mac, a male German Shepherd imported from Hungary, joined the Macomb Police Department in 2019. Upon completion of training, Mac and Officer Severs went on to deploy over 300 times in the search for narcotics. They engaged in human tracking, and human tracking and evidence searches. Mac is most famous for delighting people at canines skills demonstrations at area schools and events in our community parks. And whereas Mac has been a vital part of the seizure of over 1,300 grams of illegal narcotics, 120 criminal arrests, the retrieval of 30 weapons, and the recovery of over $16,000. And whereas Officer Severs spearheaded the original fundraising effort to acquire K9 Mac from the Macomb Police Department in 2018. Officer Severs worked closely with Macomb citizen Laverne McIntyre, who generously donated the $10,000 needed to acquire the new K9, thereby naming K9 Mac earned from his benevolent donor. And whereas Mac is a smart, reward-driven partner, aren't all cops? He enjoys praise, treats, his tug toy, and interacted extremely well around children. This made him a natural in the schools and for demonstrations. Often police can seem scary to youngsters, but Mac broke those barriers down. And whereas Mac's career has been successful by every measure, police service dogs have a career of about 4 to 7 years, and retiring at this time allows Mac a healthy retirement where he can enjoy his post-service years in good health. And whereas Mac was a familiar, furry face to Macomb, he is loved by many, but no one loves him more than his handler and his family. Mac's retirement plans involve being formally adopted by Officer Severs' family, where he will live out his dream of being loved and cared for by them. Now, therefore, I, Michael J. Inman, Mayor of the City of Macomb, Illinois, do hereby proclaim today, Friday, February 16, 2024, as K9 Mac Day. And I encourage all citizens to join me in recognizing K9 Mac for his outstanding service to the City of Macomb and the greater Macomb community, and to wish him well on this new chapter in his life. So, is he going to bite me if I give this to him?
No, absolutely not.
All right, Mac. This is yours, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've got a couple quick thank yous. I'm sure I'm going to forget some folks, but so I'm sorry about that. First off, thank you everyone for coming. I know it's pretty bad weather. The roads are probably bad if you traveled, so thank you guys very much. Obviously, first the City of Macomb, they don't have to have a K9 program. They didn't have to allow us to do this. The city supported us, and the program had lapsed, and they allowed us to do fundraising. They allowed us to bring it back. Pretty dang good place now. I think K9 Jacks are going to do a great job, and they're a source for us. So thank you to the City of Macomb for allowing us to do this. To our donors that made this possible, this isn't done without the great people of Macomb, but also outside of Macomb. We got donations coming in from all over the place, but donations from $1 to $10,000, right? So it's an expensive venture once you figure in all the K9 equipment, the K9 car, the K9 purchase, the K9 training. So it's expensive, and we don't take that for granted. Thank you very much to all the donors, especially Laverne McIntyre. Unfortunately, he's passed, but his legacy lives on, not only through K9 Mac, but all the other many things that he's done in the community. When he was still alive, Mac and I would visit him regularly in the nursing home, and he got quite a kick out of that. He didn't know how to text, but he knew how to email, so I'd get like 2 and 3 a.m. emails from him wanting to know how Mac and I were doing. So it was pretty cool, and his family also has been in communication with us, and just a wonderful group of people, and we're super appreciative of them. Our training group, when I first got back from Von Litt Kennels, we didn't have a training group. It wasn't a thing. There was a Justin Royer with the Illinois State Police, and that was it, right? So Justin Royer took me in, and he's sitting back here. He's trying to be low-key right now, but showed me the ropes. They send you to training. They teach you for 4 weeks, and it'd be like coming back and not having an FTO or department to come back to as a regular officer. So him and Drax already had an established career, and were great at what they do, and he took me under his wing, and I'm forever grateful. I appreciate you, brother. Our group, I'm sorry guys. Our group grew to 10 guys. I get emotional because we spend a lot of time together, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. These dogs aren't the way they are just because they're bred that way. It's hard to get these dogs to behave the way they do. They're incredible Gosh dang it, Chief, why'd you pinch me?
We've been cutting onions down the hall.
They're incredible tools. It takes a lot of time and effort. I got scars to show it, right? And so does everyone else. And we've got 10 different guys that attend our training group now, and we're a lot better because of it. We're able to help one another. We hide dope for each other. We take bites for each other. We do all sorts of crap. So super appreciative of those guys. Not all of them can make it, obviously, but we've got dudes all over this side of the state that travel twice a month, every month, and we work our butts off together. All Pets, they donate everything to our canine program. Their attention, their medicine, their appointments, their vaccines, everything is completely free of charge. Tanya, Esther, and Karen Blakely have been top notch. Max had a couple hiccups in his career, and they have taken us in for appointments within the hour, no questions asked. They're wonderful people, and we're super fortunate to have them. They've referred us to the University of Illinois before, free of charge when we need it, so they're awesome people. Officers, deputies, and troopers, Mac's success is contingent upon you guys being proactive and getting cars stopped roadside and looking for indications of criminal behavior and calling us and getting us out of the squad car and sniffing cars and tracking humans and doing evidence searches. So without you guys and your efforts, both officers, troopers, deputies now, and of the past as well, our numbers are nothing. So thank you guys very much. You put your lives on the line every day for us and your community, and our success is because of you. And lastly, my family. Mac could be a bit of a turkey, especially when he was young, and my wife and I, my wife Maddie and him have a unique relationship. He doesn't exactly listen to her, but that's okay. So I told her I was going to thank her for not trying to kill him, but then I remember feed him a 40-pound dog's bag of food in one sitting, so she may have tried to kill him and just chalked it up as an accident. But thank you guys for putting up with the late hours and the early morning phone calls and all the crap that the negative sides of copping and canine, and never saying a word about it. So thank you very much. I was going to do one last hide for Mac and put some dope out and have him find it, but then Ryle and Maddie stayed up late last night and built a cake. So it's going to be a pretty easy hide.
What's the dope?
He's retired now.
He's retired now. Los. Leave it. Mine. Mine. You want to give it to Mackie, Bubba?
Here, let's go ahead.
You talked about it for a whole day. You scared now?
He's gonna eat it. Are you gonna be sad if you don't do it?
Here, come with Daddy.
Daddy
Mackie,
will
sit.
help you.
Off liggen. Blijven. You blijf. Blijven. Wow, what do we tell him? Good boy. Is he eating it? Should we let him eat it all? Probably not, huh? So guys, Chief was nice enough to get some cookies. I'll turn it over to him, but thank you so much for coming.
And delicious homemade paw and bone-shaped cookies. Come up and enjoy. These are for people. The dog ones I gave to Severs to give them. Come up and enjoy these.
Ryle approved.
Yeah, they're Ryle approved.
Those are good, right?
He's got roast.
One cookie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Let him get a couple more bites first.
Yeah.
That's the slowest I've ever seen him.
He's being polite.
That's the slowest I've ever seen.
I know.
He inhales.
What is the green part?
It was a green last night.
That's
There's like pumpkin,
Is that enough, Rob?
applesauce, peanut butter.
That sounds good.
I
want one.
Chemical reaction occurred overnight.
The flavors challenge. Yeah, welcome to Flavor Town, Matt. Oh, sure.
Well, so this crime thing, it's understandable. We've been partners for 5 years, and it's obvious this is going to be.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Still the money, then.
He sits pretty.
I know. I was afraid to put those up there. I wasn't going to.
Are we pointing fingers here, Lover? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we want to do? A little self-reflection. I don't care. I don't think my work.
I'll take him home.
I literally got out of the case last night when I was working overtime and made sure they still actually. My flashlight was dead.
I know.
What are you doing?
You want on your wrist?
Can you get down to?
Yeah. So getting back up.
What's me than them?
Live update like that. Okay.
I'll have one.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So I can push the ball all around. You bet. Thank you guys. Yeah.